Hi everybody, welcome back. Dr. Bacon.
Chris Goodson.
Supplements.
Sizzle.
Here we go. Sizzle or sizzle?
Sizzle.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Stress response. Stress response and motivation.
Okay.
For me, to stay motivated, like to work out or to stay active or to go to work every day or whatever, right? You still got to create your environment that you enjoy, still got to do these things. But why not add in some nutritional support and understand why? Now, the way you interpret everything around you starts in the endocrine system.
Yeah.
And I think that's important. So what we're going to do is talk about a product right off the bat that goes straight to the endocrine system that has 4 different products in it.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about, there's 2 products here, SYMPLEX M and SYMPLEX F. Obviously M for male and F for female.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you explain this one.
Okay.
And let's talk about it.
Yeah, this is the female. So what you got here, folks, is support, like Doc said, for the endocrine system, starting with the pituitary gland. Mm-hmm. So for this particular, for the females out there, it's pituitary gland, thyroid gland support, adrenal gland support, which we've talked about in last video. You know the importance of that now. Yep. And then ovarian support, so specific to female reproductive, right? So again, endocrine function is paramount in all of our, you name it.
Yeah, any system.
I kind of get to be at a little loss for words in terms of like what all can we impact if we support our endocrine system, because it's one of our mentors says, global. It's a global effect.
Total global.
It is going to impact everything.
Yeah.
So, and this is just a great start to do that, right?
And I like it. And so the same idea for the males is going to have a little bit of orchic support. So for the males, it's going to have that support in there to kind of balance it out.
Yeah.
And to us, it's more like once you start uplifting that endocrine system, everything feels like it's uplifted.
Yeah.
And that's the idea. And we're not getting this nutrients anywhere else, unless you're starting to add or supplement this in. So I think it's important. It's a huge product in our office. We sell quite a bit of it, and we definitely help a lot of people do it, getting through motivation and stress response. Yeah. The other product that I'm going to add to this, it's perfectly paired with it. It probably should have gone in the product. And when they first developed it, it is Hypothalamus, and I am not a formulator, so I apologize.
Yeah, I imagine if this was like common knowledge when Dr. Lee was formulating, it would have been right there in it. Yes, so this is Hypothalmex, which is those raw materials to support the hypothalamus gland, which in turn directs those glands we just talked about in the endocrine system, your pituitary, thyroid, adrenal. So this is really, when you're looking at the pyramid, that's the guy on top of the pyramid there. Yeah. And so we want to start top down, and Hypothalamus is exactly the way you're going to do that. Yeah. And we see such great stuff with this product. That's right. It is such a fun product to add in. And we can start with kids all the way up to the elderly. It's just, it gives them that kind of like, wow, the days just seem brighter. Right? That's right. And it's just one of those things that really kind of uplifts the individual. Without any kind of side effects. These are not drugs. These are all foods. They're just feeding the body. They're helping support the body. They're giving nutrients, raw nutrients to the systems. And the body utilizes it whatever it needs to. And then the rest of it just kind of flushes through. That's it. It's brilliant, right? It's really neat. The body is built this way. That's right. Now, the other product, lucky us. And yet here we are under these kind of stress responses on a regular basis. Yeah. So we might as well support it. Now, that's right. This product here, really enjoy this one. Yeah. Let's talk about Orchex. You mentioned something a minute ago about it. Tell me what you had to say.
So Orchex, Orchex, what this is it's more like the testicular support.
Right. Orchic glandular extract, right?
And so what ends up happening is when you start thinking about that when we start looking about motivation and trying to drive. Yeah. So when you think about that is what happens when we're having children, the sperm. Yeah. Like literally there's that drive to reach the egg. Yeah. I believe that there is that support it's B vitamins. It gives us a vigor. Sort of like the testes would want or that body would want for that reproduction or life. Yeah. And it's giving people back that life. It's not like going to go ahead and make you stronger or add muscles or hair on your head. Right. Obviously didn't work that. But it does give you that drive and that little bit more of that let's go. And that's why I love this product for motivation.
Yeah, I love that. And that's why I wanted you to tell everybody about it. Because that's a great story and it really applies, I think. And the other thing, you mentioned there's some B vitamins in there, like B6, niacinamide. Well, what's interesting too is that when you talk from just a brain chemistry standpoint, motivation is almost entirely built out of, dopamine. And I say not built out of in a structural sense, but it depends on dopamine production. Your motivation is directly tied to dopamine, in the brain. And there's been studies that have shown that B6 levels, when they're low, dopamine levels drop.
So there's no doubt.
Well, guess what? So then what else is going to drop? Motivation. Yeah. Motivation is directly tied to dopamine. It's directly tied to the B6. Boom. Yeah. Here we go.
We're talking about, sequentially like upregulating the system and what we're doing to help support it. This isn't about a treatment.
No.
It's literally science. So it's not that depression or motivation is down. Well, then so is your B vitamins. Yeah. They go together hand in hand.
It's physiology. It's biochemistry.
So start supporting that. Do something about that and kind of add that in. It may just be a small thing versus something that's big that maybe gets you over the hump and makes you kind of feel a little bit more motivated to go do stuff.
That's right. That's
so
exactly right.
It is kind of fun. Like when you get to do this on such a regular basis, it is fun to kind of get this dialogue out and give you guys an opportunity to kind of learn a little bit more about what else these things can do. So appreciate you guys paying attention. We appreciate you guys sharing this stuff too. And we'll see you guys on the next
Supplement
Sizzle. Nice.